Hi my angels, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are all well. Today I'm going to be showing you guys this makeup look, which is a cool toned glam New Year's Eve makeup look, and a lot of the products that I've used are from the drugstore, and I just love the way this has turned out. So if you guys want to know how to get this makeup look, then please keep watching. So I want to do something quite dramatic for this look, and I definitely want the drama to be in the eyes, so I'm going to do my eyes first before anything else. I've very quickly primed my eyelids using the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer and then set them with a little bit of powder. And now I'm going to move on to eyeshadow. I'm actually going to zoom you guys in. I know this New Year's Eve is going to be very different to any other New Year's Eve that we've had, and I just wanted to do something a bit glam because no matter what we're doing, we can definitely paint our faces and make ourselves feel all glammed up, ready for the new year. So whenever I think of New Year's Eve makeup looks, they're always very like cool toned and silvery, and that's the kind of vibe that I want to go for. So I'm thinking of doing a halo spotlight eye just because I love the way that that looks on my eye shape. So I'm going to take the NYX Ash palette, and this has got a bunch of different cool toned shades in here. So to start this eyeshadow look, I'm going to take my Kevyn Aucoin contour powder, and I'm going to get that into the crease of my eye, and this is just going to act as a transition between the halo eye and then the rest of the shades on my eyelid. I'm dragging the colour out because I can clean this line up when I do the rest of my base, so I can be a little bit messy with my eyeshadow for now. I'm going to take this eyeshadow palette here from NYX. This is the Ash palette, and there are some beautiful cool tone shades in here. So I'm going to go in with this shade right here, and I'm going to start building up my outer and inner corners of my eyes. And to deepen up those corners, I'm going to be adding a little bit of the matte black shade into it as well. Taking a clean, fluffy blending brush, I am just going to blend any harsh edges out. And I always find that halo eyes like this start off really messy, but then they always come together once like the rest of the makeup is on. I'm taking a little bit more of that Kevyn Aucoin shade and putting that into the crease as well. And this is just going to pull everything in together as well. The one shade that I've been so excited to wear is actually this NYX Shadow Jelly. This is in the shade Lister Silver, and let me show you what it looks like because it's such a beautiful and unique kind of gold and silvery vibe. I love it. And when I swatched it on my hand, once it dried, it didn't budge. So this is what I'm going to go for the center part of my eye. I've got that on the back of my brush, but I'm going to make sure there's not too much on there and take that on the back of my hand and start putting that on to the center of my eye. And you can see it's like liquid metal. It's so pretty. And I don't know whether you guys can tell, but there's flecks of gold and silver and even like little speckles of like greens and blues. It's really, really pretty. I'm just doing the exact same thing to the other eye now. I'm very slightly deepening up the outer and inner corners of my eyes because I feel like the kind of shimmery shade kind of took that away. So I'm deepening up and intensifying it a very, very small amount to make sure I'm happy with the way that the full look is coming along. I feel like no New Year's Eve look is complete without some glitter, so I'm taking the Heavy Metals Urban Decay Glitter Eyeliner in the shade Pyro, and I'm stamping that onto the center part of both of my eyelids just to give it a bit more glam. I've just very quickly popped some lashes on, and now I'm going to work on the rest of my makeup. I'm going to prep my skin very quickly first because I totally forgot to put some moisturizer on, so I'm just taking the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. I used to use this all the time when I first started my channel, and I just forgot how good it is. I've started using it again this year. This is like such a perfect moisturizer to put on underneath like a full face of makeup. Going for it today, we're going glam. For foundation, I'm mixing True Match and the Superstay Full Coverage Foundation from Maybelline as my foundation base today. And this is like my favorite drugstore like concoction of foundations. I feel like it looks so beautiful on the skin. It looks amazing in photos, and I feel like it gives my skin coverage, but it still gives my skin that ability to breathe through the foundation as well. And taking that same NARS concealer I used for my eyelids to prime them, I'm taking that on the usual areas that I like to brighten and highlight and conceal my face, and blending all of that out with my damp beauty blender as well. My battery just ran out and I've just popped a new one in there. Thank God I had one charged, but that's my concealer all blended out. I'm going to zoom in onto my skin. so you guys can see exactly what it's looking like. I'm filming in natural daylight as always, so you guys can see what it will look like as like true to eye as possible. I actually really like this concealer. It does crease on me very slightly, but I'm not mad about it. So seeing as I'm doing like full glam, I'm gonna go in with a cream contour. I'm taking my Charlotte Tilbury contour wand and I'm gonna pop that onto the usual areas that I like to contour and then blend all of that out as well. And this is such a creamy contour. It's probably my favorite cream contour ever. And again, it just looks amazing in photos and in real life, and it just melts into your skin. So now that I've blended all of those areas out, I'm just gonna get my Kevyn Aucoin contour powder and just go over mainly just like this part of my face. I'm gonna leave the rest of it as it is. And that's because I'm gonna go over the other areas with my Hoola bronzer. I feel like I haven't picked this up in a long time. Just going over all the areas with this. So the Kevyn Aucoin contour powder is giving me that shadow, and this is just adding some warmth to my face. I'm gonna use a cream blush from Rare Beauty. This is called Joy, and I'm literally gonna get the tiniest little dot on both my cheeks. I still feel like that might be a bit too much, but I'm just gonna blend that out. And if it is too much, like it is right now, oh my god, hello. It's okay, we can sort that out. But yeah, these blushes are really good. They melt into the skin, which is what I like. I'm just gonna take my foundation end from my beauty blender and just go over, and it will tone that down. And you can always add a little bit of like foundation to the end to make it even more toned down. But I feel like this looks good. Highlight time, and I'm gonna take Champagne Pop. I feel like none of my makeup looks are complete without having this on. I'm also running it into my brow bone, so it's giving me a nice glow where you can't see where it starts, you can't see where it ends. I'm also adding a little bit on the bridge of my nose and my cupid's bow. I've just realised my eyes are totally not complete. I haven't done anything to my lower lash line, so I'm going to take that same Kevyn Aucoin contour powder and I'm going to run that along my lower lash line. And I'm going to really blend that out so you can't really see where it starts and ends before I deepen that up again. I'm using that same grey shade that I used in the crease to deepen up my lower lash line. Okay, I just applied some mascara to my lower lashes and did my brows off camera, and I realised I haven't actually set my under eyes, so I'm going to set my under eyes very quickly with a tiny little brush because I got some makeup going on under there. And the powder that I'm using is the Beauty Bakery Flour powder, setting powder. It's really finely milled, so it's very lightweight on the skin. Moving straight onto lips, I'm going to line them first using the Rimmel Exaggerate lip liner in the shade Addiction, and then fill them in very slightly. I feel like I'm going to go for a bit of a gloss vibe, so I'm taking this shade right here, which is called Opal Magic from Charlotte Tilbury, and it's got a really nice like baby pink, like shimmery tone to it, and I'm going to put that on top. I feel this look would look really nice with a matte liquid lipstick or a matte lipstick, a very nude tone, but I just felt like a bit of a glossy vibe. And then last but not least, it's time to set my face. I'm using none other than my All Nighter setting spray. Getting that all over. And magically my hair's all done, but this is the end of this New Year's Eve makeup tutorial. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I actually love the way this has turned out. I feel like this is probably my favorite way to wear like cool toned eyeshadows. And yeah, all of the products that I've mentioned and used in this video will be linked below as always. And I just want to say a big thank you for all the love and support that you guys have given me this year. It's honestly meant the world to me and Tupac. I think that's everything from me, you guys, and Tupac and I are sending all the love and light from our hearts to yours, and hopefully see you guys all in my next video. Bye!